For this week's episode, we're going to continue with the online dating.
You're watching. You are watching.
You are watching.
You are watching.
You are watching.
You are watching.
You are watching.
You're watching Let's Talk Relations.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in to another week of Ericson Presents Let's Talk Relations, episode 19. If you haven't already, please make sure you hit the subscribe button, the bell notification button, and the thumbs up. You know, we got to do the housekeeping. So someone asked me a question about something that they experienced when they were dating a guy, and it actually gave me an idea. So I'm putting these episodes out one every week, but in between those, I'm going to start doing more one-on-one time with the camera, and I'm going to just talk about why men do what it is that they do. So if you have any questions, if something happened, I'll leave my email in the description so you can kind of just give me a brief overview of what happened, and I'll give you my best interpretation of what it actually means, that in between the line stuff. So that's what I'm talking about. But for this week's episode, we're going to continue with the online dating. I actually met a woman. I met a woman once, and after the first time we met, first time we hung out, so I met her on Plenty of Fish. So when you get on Plenty of Fish, it tells the person that you're online. So after the first time me and this woman met, I got back on Plenty of Fish. I mean, we only met one time. It wasn't like we were in a relationship. And she was upset that she saw me online. And I asked her, I said, well, if I'm online, like, how do you know that I'm online unless you're online? She said, well, I'm going online to see if you're online. So that leads me to the question, when do you take down your profile when you're online dating? That's the question we're talking about. You already know what we're going to do. Let's get to it.
If you guys hit it right off of that and you guys have like a really good connection and there's nothing stopping it, I would say probably right away, because typically, like, when you're really interested in somebody, like, you don't need to look elsewhere. You don't have interest in anybody else because you have interest in that one person. But if you're testing the waters, I would say maybe after like the second or third date, I would take it down if it's, if it's a for sure thing that you're gonna be with this, this person.
That is a good question. I actually recently, a few months ago, had an interaction with a guy who, before we even met, wanted me to take down my profile. And that was definitely too soon. I think it's a joint decision you guys have to make together, and I definitely think it should be after at least a few dates. And then you can both decide, like, yes, we want to invest more in this, and we'll agree to take our dating profiles down.
After you have that talk that you guys are now in an exclusive relationship, that's when you should take it down. Or if for yourself, if you feel like you don't want to date anybody else, you don't have to have that conversation with the person. But if you guys haven't talked about being exclusive, there's no reason that you have to take it down. I feel like that I'm dating, and to me, dating is dating multiple people and getting to know people. And I don't want to exclude anybody until I know that this person is who I want to be with, and that's when I'll take it down.
We did it like in the first week or something, right?
Yeah. We did it in a few days, and I think it was a natural progression. I didn't feel that I had to speak for her. I believe I took it down first, and correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
And
you deleted the app, but not your profile.
Oh,
and then you had to upload the app again to delete the profile.
Because this is all foreign to me. So it came natural. It came natural, to each their own. But for me, it was very easy that I'm pretty much done with this. I got what I wanted.
I mean, she okay. So when we first met, it was online, and she took hers down pretty quick, but she wasn't expecting me to take mine down. She just, how she explained it to me is I only talk to one person at a time. And for me in my past, I didn't. I'm talking to you, and you. But the way she got at me was like, hey, how are you supposed to focus on me if you focus on everybody else?
I think after you guys have established that you're going to see where our relationship goes, then the other person then both of you need to take your profiles down. So I'd say within the first 4 weeks, you should know if you're going to give it a go or not. But I also think it depends on how the other person's feeling. So if you guys went on one date, but she was feeling like a really big connection with you, that she might wonder if you made her feel whatever you did to make her feel like this was going to go further, like you wanted more dates, I could see why she would not want you to take your profile down. So men, be clear with what you want.
When it's mutually agreed upon that we're doing something, that we're being exclusive. Otherwise, I do what I do, you do what you do.
I would say, I mean, it's not really a big deal if they have one up, if they're not using it, because I don't think that's a big deal. It's not like, I think even, because with some of the sites, I know for a fact that if you take them down, they still send you emails all the time, which makes sense. But I'd say if they haven't used it because you guys have been exclusive for like about 6 months, I'd be like, nah, you don't really need it anymore. Do you want to just, I don't know. But it wouldn't really bug me.
I mean, until you make it official, like you're my girlfriend or you're my boyfriend, then leave it up by all means. Like that's how I was. I had Tinder and Bumble. Like, and until I knew that this was the only girl that I was interested in, for me, I took it down. When I knew this was the only girl I want to be with. But until then, it was up. And I wouldn't hold her to some standard of like, you can take down your Tinder or Bumble if I'm not trying to make a commitment to her.
I actually was in a situation where I was dating someone for about 6 weeks or so. And I had hidden my online profile, not because I didn't want to be distracted by anything. So for me, it was just like, okay, I'm just going to focus on this one man. And I thought everything was going great. We saw each other multiple times a week. We went to Reno together. We went to concerts, a football game. It was great. And then he matched with one of my friends on the dating app that I met him on. So I asked him about it because I was pretty upset not because I felt like he should have taken it down, but it was just like when I asked him about it, he kind of gave me a bullshit response, pardon my French, where he just was like, oh yeah, well, I matched with her. And then all of a sudden it blew up into this big drama and he didn't see a future with me. So I'm like, well, why are you even dating me in the first place if you see nothing with me? Like, what is the point of this? I'm just a time filler. So then we ended up breaking up that day, actually.
So I seen her take her profile down real quick and I was like, you know what? If she's going to be serious, let me be serious and see what happens. I know friends that have got into relationships or started talking to someone and they still leaving it out there. You still fishing a little bit. I think it starts a lack of trust from right out the gate. Like I don't think it's a good thing. But if you're not serious about the person, or if that's just booty call potential, leave your profile up, man, and do your thing. But if a woman's serious about you, take the profile down, brother. If it don't work, put it back up and do your thing, and vice versa.
I don't know, when you're married, engaged, I can't say that I ever got to that point yet. And then I kind of like can be cool with open relationships too. So, and then if you leave the profile up, then again, we go back to the threesome. That's a perfect opportunity to meet another person. Like there's a lot of online dating with couples on it. So I don't really feel like you need to. I mean, there's a difference between having that profile up and like constantly checking it and being like, hey, like I'm going to go on this date with so-and-so. Like once you're a little more serious, that might be a little bit awkward unless you're laying down the threesome groundwork, which is cool. Or you're in an open relationship, which is also cool. But yeah, no, I'm not in any rush to be like, why is your profile still up? I don't care. It's like that whole security trust thing again. Have your profile out there. Great. I'll see how many likes you get. Know that my dude is like, the shit.
I feel like the profile should come down once you two decide to be exclusive. If you don't have the exclusive conversation, then the profile can pretty much stay up because you didn't clarify what you want in a relationship.
No, I don't think you should place your profile because it goes back to dating multiple people before you become exclusive. And after I was done for saying that, I don't think you should do. However, I don't think that you should take your profile down because it's a profile. You're not being sexually connected to them. You're not doing anything type of connection to them. It's a profile. It's words. It's exchange. It's nothing official till we make it official.
I think after you are in a relationship, you know what I mean? Like if say you met someone on online dating and you start dating them and it's like a specific like dating app, you know what I mean? Like say for instance like Tinder, right? If you're in a relationship and that shit's rocking, it's good, and you've been with them for a while, and you still got an active Tinder account, like, come on, like, that's just saying that, like, you're keeping your options open, or you're just being hella sneaky on the side, you know what I mean? So, yeah, take that shit down.
Immediately. Absolutely immediately. Especially if they met online. There's going to be one that's a little more insecure than the other. That's always going to happen. That's always going to happen. And the reason it's going to happen is they're looking online. You know, honestly, I think people that date online and meet people online, they're lacking that kind of confidence. So they go online and they're in their little bedroom and they're in front of a laptop and it's giving them that strength and confidence. But hey, I'm all for it. You meet your mate that way, you meet your soulmate that way, more power to you. But as soon as you have that second or third date and it starts becoming friendship, it starts becoming real, drop that profile.
I think that part of today's society is that we're always looking for what else is out there because everything is so easily accessible to everybody. So part of the dangers and the concerns with online dating is that if you're just dating and you're not looking to be in a committed relationship, there's always that wonder of, well, what else is out there? And who else can I swipe on? And are they going to swipe on me? And it sounds really weird, but so and that's again, for me personally, I will delete the app, but not expect somebody else to do the same until we're at that level.